Some characters chase rebellion, some chase power, but Syril Karn from Andor, he chases order, obsession, control. He's not your typical Star Wars villain, but his arc might be one of the most fascinating and uncomfortable in the entire galaxy. Let's talk about the rise and the unraveling of Syril Karn. Syril starts his journey in Season 1 as Deputy Inspector in the Pre-War Authority, basically space mall cops for the Empire's subcontractors. But he's not satisfied with punching in and punching out. He craves structure, recognition, purpose. And when two corporate officers are killed on Ferrix, his superior wants to cover it up. But Syril, he sees a moment, a chance to prove himself. He overreaches and leads a disastrous raid and completely fails. His entire image, his perfectly tailored uniform, his smug certainty comes crashing down. What does the Empire do with this ambitious loser? It files him away in a gray cubicle under a blinking light. Banished back to his mother's apartment on Coruscant, Syril becomes even more unsettling. He's not humbled. He's fixated. He obsesses over Andor. He sits in silence. He stews in his resentment and tightens his grip on a fantasy where he matters, where the galaxy runs according to his rules. This is where Andor really breaks the mold. Syril isn't grand. He's not Darth Vader. He's a bureaucrat with a god complex. And somehow that's scarier because it's a little more real. He represents every cog in the Imperial machine who wants to be part of something oppressive, who needs to feel important. In Season 2, Syril is a man watching from the sidelines. He stalks Deborah, a rising ISB officer, latching onto her power like a moth to flame. Their dynamic is disturbing, to say the least. He's simultaneously subordinate, reverent, and intrusive. And Deborah, she's too focused on her mission to notice the warning signs at first. But Syril doesn't give up. He's a true believer in the idea that order justifies any cost. He's not looking for love or companionship. He's looking for validation, for someone to see him the way he sees himself, as a future hero of the Empire, kind of as the opposite of how his mom sees him. During the chaos on Ferrix, Syril finally gets his moment. He pulls Deborah out of danger. It's the first time she sees him not as a pest, but as a savior, maybe? It's ambiguous. There's no kiss, no grand declaration, just two people wrapped in the chaos of a world that's burning, staring at each other in silence. It's actually one of my favorite scenes, and I know it feels sort of cringy, but it's kind of like this weird, awkward moment, and it feels kind of real. And that's Syril's arc in a nutshell. He doesn't grow. He just hardens. He becomes more of what he was in Episode 1, a true believer in a toxic system that has no real place for him, but that he'll somehow still sacrifice everything to serve. Syril Karn is a warning. He's not a villain with a master plan. He's what happens when insecure men turn systems into their religion. He didn't fall to the dark side. He climbed into it willingly, hoping it would finally see him as special. And in a galaxy full of rebels and warriors, that makes him one of the most terrifying characters in Star Wars. He's kind of like these people who will watch a YouTube channel with a really charismatic person. It's not me. I'm not the guy with all the riz, but some really charismatic YouTuber that's preaching a really edgy, kind of out there philosophy away from mainstream and luring in young people to really latch on to their new ideas that might be a little bit harmful to themselves and society. Syril would be one of those people that would get pulled in. Listen, if you guys enjoyed this breakdown of Syril's arc, drop a like, hit subscribe for more deep dive Star Wars content. What did you think of Syril Karn? Tragic, creepy, just misunderstood? Let me know in the comments. And remember, sometimes the scariest villains wear a tie and bring their own cereal.